be at Scotch Plains Fenwick High School, Evan Goldsmith and Allie Brown.
Hi, welcome to the last 34 News Update edition for 2005. I'm Evan Goldsmith.
And I'm Allie Brown. Winter break is finally here at last. It's time to celebrate the holidays and begin a new year. With 10 vacation days, students are planning to make the most of their time away from school. Monthly book beats organized by the English department have been a huge success for the past few years. During these book beats, students gather to discuss an outside reading book and earn extra credit in their English class. Now high schools in Newark are hoping to have their very own book beats, but they need our help. A holiday book drive was held and donations of previous book beat books were ideal. The drive continued through December 22nd, and if the drive produced enough books, 3 authors will come and be guest speakers for our school. Giving used books to a community in need was a way students used their generosity to spread holiday cheer.
Now that the holiday season is here, you might need some ideas for gifts for friends and family members. Electronics and gadgets seem to be the hot ideas this year. Ranging from digital cameras to video games to iPods and iPod accessories, all are selling quickly. For iPods, they are selling things such as speakers shaped as animals or regular boom boxes. They are also selling their new small and sleek iPod Nano. Microsoft launched their new system, Xbox 360, which is better than anything so far. Sony has their PSP, which holds music, games, and movies all in your hands. And you can't go wrong with any original gifts.
The transition from middle school to high school is not always easy. Fortunately, our high school has programs like Freshmen for a Day and Freshman Orientation to help students adapt to the high school environment. The incoming class of 2010 is getting a first-hand look at what high school life is like by touring with a freshman who recently entered the high school. This year's Freshmen for a Day program will make the experience even more comforting because, for the first time, 8th graders are given the chance to choose their tour buddy.
Now let's go to Arts and Entertainment with Alexandra Santangelo.
Thanks, Evan. On Friday, December 23rd, the Scotch Plains Fanwood High School Gospel, Show, and Girls Choir gave 3 performances during the school day. On Wednesday, December 21st, at 7:30 at night, they also gave a performance for their family members. This was also Mr. Brzezowski's first music concert.
I've had it happen many, many times to me, and so have you. You will hear me
Golden Globe nominations for Best Motion Picture are Brokeback Mountain, The Constant Gardener, Good Night and Good Luck, History of Violence, and Match Point. Be sure to watch the awards to see who wins. This week's top 5 songs on Z100 are Stick With You by Pussycat Dolls, Every Time We Touch by Cascada, Because of You by Kelly Clarkson, Photographed by Nickelback, and Run It by Chris Brown. And the top 5 movies this week are King Kong, Chronicles of Narnia, Family Stone, Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire, and Suriana. Now let's see what Mario and Brian had to say about this week's #1 movie, King Kong.
Welcome to this week's Critics Corner with Mario and Brian, and this week we reviewed King Kong. First of all, I'd like to say King Kong was an amazing movie. It was non-stop action every time, and like throughout the whole movie, the 3 hours and 7 minutes of it, I enjoyed most of it. There was just a couple scenes I thought was awkward, but it's nothing that'll make you like not want to watch it. It's definitely gonna win like the Oscars this year. It's gonna destroy everything because everyone was great at it. And here's Brian for more.
Yeah, I thought that all the actors in the movie, Jack Black, Naomi Watts, Adrian Brody, I thought they were all really good. And I thought that King Kong actually looked really realistic. Like it didn't even look like he was like computer animated. It looked like it was a real huge gorilla. And they had the guy from Gollum dress up in a gorilla suit, and he like was with monkey or gorillas for like 2 years and just watched them and figured out how they move. And they just filmed him while he was moving, and they made like gorilla movements from his body and modeled the King Kong after him. And I just thought that it looked really realistic. And this movie basically had everything. It had drama, it had action, had a love story, it had it just had everything that a movie needs. And I think it's one of the best movies I've ever seen. So yeah, and now back to the studio.
Now let's go to the weekend preview with Janie and Lisa.
Hi, this is Lisa Campbell
And this is Janie Weber
with your weekend preview. On Friday night, there's a wrestling match home against Rahway at 6 o'clock. There are also Christmas basketball tournaments. The girls will take place in Bayonne, and the boys will take place in Rahway.
Also this weekend, you can go to the movies and see Cheaper by the Dozen 2, The Ringer, and Fun with Dick and Jane. We hope you have a safe and happy winter break. This has been Janie Weber.
I'm Lisa Campbell. Now
Back to the studio.
Now let's go to Allie's Alley with sports. Thanks, Allie. Last Thursday, December 8th, Scotch Plains Sandwood High School held its annual Fall Sports Award. New to the night was a video put together by Mr. McMeekin of fall sports action clips. Varsity letters and MVP awards were given out, and each participant of every fall sport were honored for their efforts this season. Our brand new hockey team is stirring things up on the ice, defeating opponents Mount Vernon and Clifton 4-2. The game against Clifton took place last Friday, December 16th at Montclair State University. Nick Riskasin recorded a hat trick, and Dan Long also contributed a goal. However, the Raider goalies came up with a standout performance, saving 41 shots on goal. The boys basketball team opened their season last Friday home against Shabazz. Despite hard efforts, the boys fell 48-63. Brian Dewar, Greg Bayard, and Darnell Dortch each contributed 9 points. Over holiday break, you can catch the boys in Rahway at the Rahway Christmas Tournament. Now let's go on location for more information.
Hi, I'm Gabrielle Berman on location for Channel 34 News, and I'm here with some members of the boys basketball team.
Bob Lewis,
Travis Morgan,
Darnell Dortch,
DJ Garrett,
or Leo Carter.
So Rob, who are some key players on the team?
That would be me, Travis Morgan, DJ Garrett, Darnell Dortch. Lloyd's a good reserve player, and we also have Sean Young and Brian Dewar, also Greg Bayard.
So, what's your outlook for the season?
I mean, we're going to take it to every team that steps in our path, and they're going to get crushed, you know what I mean? I think that we have the potential to be above 500 and to be a good team and to have a good run on states come around. And we're taking the Christmas turn away, you know what I'm saying? Mom, I love you.
And what's your record so far for the season?
We're 0-2 right now. It's not really saying nothing about our season. I mean, we're going to have a good season, just a bad start.
And when's your next game?
The 27th against Rahway. Christmas tournament, be there or be square. Yeah, Rahway High School, yeah.
And do you want to show us some moves? Thank you. This has been Gabrielle Berman. Now back to the studio.
Now back to Allie and Evan.
Now let's go to Pat and John to see highlights of 2005's Car of the Week.
the trifling.
I still hear your voice when you
Now let's go to the Princess of Precipitation, Ann Arison, with this winter break's extended forecast.
This is your very own Princess of Precipitation, Ann Arison, with your weekend weather. Tonight it's going to be partly cloudy, high 47, low 33. Tomorrow is going to be partly cloudy, high 48, low 33. And Christmas is going to be rainy, and it's going to be around 44. And overall this week it's going to be rainy, and also near the end there might be some sunny days.
Thanks for tuning in to the last 34 News update of 2005. Have a happy holidays.
Be sure to tune in next time to see Period 4-5's edition of 34 News Update. We'll see you next year.
Jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. Hey! Happy holidays from 34 News.